All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do root well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elected and 1/3. And Adawan Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And Tawadi Abashim Shai Bashim Rakakwadash for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Hey Babylon, the party is over. All right. And just came across this article earlier today. It's a article pertaining to an in particular store in Babylon known as Party City. Okay. So I took this as an omen. All right. Party City is closing down all of its stores, ending nearly 40 years in business. Okay, so I said, oh man, that's an omen. All right, because the party city of Babylon is over. It's had its run, it's had its time, and now we are on to the next age, all right, or phase, because we are at the end of the age. And, there's a few other avenues you can go down with this because Esau Edom has in his mind to an attempt a new order for a world to rule in, but he's going to fail miserably at this attempt to stay in rulership. All right, so what we see taking place is the fall of Babylon. Okay, so I took this as an omen. All right, and I actually want to show you. You have a lot of retail stores closing. Okay, it says more than 2,000 stores are closing across the U.S. in 2024. All right, so the scriptures tell us that. The scriptures tell us that the grinding would cease. Okay, the scriptures speak about the mirth. All right, and of course, a part of this is they want to force people into the world of digital. They want to force the world into online, pretty much putting a computer or a machine in between buying and selling, purchasing, and what as commerce. All right. So what I want to do real quick is bring out a few precepts that came to mind. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 7. And you know what, real quick, let's get Ecclesiastes 3. Okay. And this shows you there's a time and season for everything. And all these people have been betting on Babylon, believing in Babylon, giving their lives for Babylon. Just to come to find out it's going to cease at a screeching halt. And these people are in for a very rude awakening. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there's a season. So there was a time for Babylon to rise. And prophetically, there's a time for Babylon to fall. So we are entering in the time period of the falling of the Rome revival empire. Okay, and Rome will fall again. It says to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So we are now entering the time where the Lord is not going to hold back his tongue anymore. All right. This is why understanding prophecies, the signs through the Rachakwadash, blesses he that readeth. When you see certain things like this, you take it more than just, it's just another store like the other 2,000. No. Wait a minute. Growing up in Babylon, this was one thing you did not see was a store closing. And if the store did close, is because there was a store that overshadowed it. Like when you had Best Buy, you also had here in New York, you had Circuit City. Okay. Like with Walmart, you also had Ames. Okay. With Macy's, you had J.C. Penney. All right. So you're starting to see these stores that have lasted and been the mogul, the staple to Babylon. Even these stores now are ceasing. Okay, so the grinding is ceasing. The mirth is just dissipating out of this place. And these people, they don't know what to do. They're running in circles. They're trying to keep themselves happy and afloat. And they're pretty much trying to live what Esau has put on them through enchantments. All right. And they're in for a very rude awakening. Okay. They're in for a very rude awakening. So, of course, when I saw this article earlier today, when I was out in Babylon, the first thing that came to mind is the party is over. But then secondly, I said, well, let me also look up other retail stores that we've been hearing throughout the years as of late, closing down as well, because going back to the statement I made earlier, you have to understand that the MOTB is also a technological infrastructure that he has to put in play to keep people in the realm of wanting and needing and consuming, and things of that nature. So as one looks at this as the party is over, also you got to understand that Esau, being the corporate American Edomites, they also have different plans as well. And one movie comes to mind is Leave the Leave the World Behind. And pretty much in that movie, you had the Jake that was a financial advisor. He was able to pretty much predict how the economy would go based on the numbers that were brought in. And one of the clients that he was dealing with, just before the deal went down, asked him to move a lot of money. Okay, so people in the know are aware, but it's just the general public, which is majority of people in the lower class, which the middle class is just gone. Okay, so the lower class is majority of people now. They have no idea what's taking place, and they're going to lose it. Okay, they don't know the party's over. Okay, they don't know that. They still believe in Babylon. They still believe in the image that was given. And it's just on my spirit to also keep making mention, these people don't take into consideration, the quote unquote conspiracy theories about your government being against you. They're getting ready to find out that to be true, because in Revelations, it says he was as a lamb, but then also he spoke as a dragon. So they're getting ready to experience the rough hand of Babylon that they've only seen pretty much on Jake. Now they're going to be getting treated like that as well. And that's prophetic as what? Jacob's trouble. Okay, so let me keep going. This is Ecclesiastes 7:4. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. So right now, with us being allowed to wake up, being allowed to be given a spirit of faith, fear, and urgency, as Apostle Paul said, necessity laid upon me, as now we see upon us. We are very thankful that we've been sighing and crying all these years, or shall I say, since you woken up and the Spirit being on you, just as our elders and apostles have been doing. Once we caught wind of this, or were allowed to receive it, we've been mourning, we've been sighing, we've been crying, we've turned our back away from Babylon. And now you see in the last days, it was very beneficial to your salvation as what you're seeking for, because everyone else that didn't want to be in the house of mourning, fanned their hand at this truth, said that we're wasting our time. Well, what does one have to say now as we see this place continually to decline? What would one say now? Yeah, maybe a few years ago, it seemed like the end was never going to come. Okay, but the scriptures also tell us that every morning does the Lord's judgment come to light. All right, and look, it says, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. So these people, okay, have been carrying themselves around in a very careless, uneducated, prudent mindset, and all they wanted to do was party and BS. Okay, and now we're seeing that the music, okay, is being shut off. The party is stopping, and these people don't know how to react. Okay, they want to keep the party going. All right, and this is what Esau has deceived the people with, is a fleshly formal function. Okay, and now what are you going to do? The party's over. Okay, you don't get your you're not going to be in this happy sweet 16 and party and graduation and he got drafted. No, now it's getting ready to be serious. Just like in Joel, it says even the nations that were once weak became strong. They're beating their plowshares in the sword. So what is Babylon and its people going to do on their everyday move along and get along, when now what war is being made more mention? Draft is being gossiped, and scarcity, famines, and attacks and new pestilence. Now they're going to have to start applying their mind to actual survival. Okay, it's no more party city. All right, it's no more party city. Party City is going out of business, and Babylon has been the party city capital of the world. Even in a time of was it before? I believe during the Cold War, there was actually a Russian general that specifically wanted to visit America just so he can experience Disneyland. You see? That's because Babylon has been able to pride itself off, drinking and mirthing and, fun and folly and setting it in great dignity. But now it's like, no, now it's time to be serious. You've prided yourself off pranks and streamers and Twitch and all these weird offshoot things that people do. Now those avenues are closing, okay? Because the party is over. The booze of Babylon is getting ready to be bitter to drink. All right. Now let me see where I was at. Okay, I got that. And I had this pulled up. I wanted to actually pull out this angle. This is Psalms 173, because you got to remember, us as a nation, we've been mourning. Okay, the gates are languished. All right, we now are getting back a spiritual form of leadership and guidance, and a government that's upon Yahweh's shoulders. We're being raised up in the midst of this captivity. But even while we were in captivity, they required us songs. They wanted to make us dance. They did all these things. So now, now the shoe is on the other foot. Okay. Now, real quick, this is Psalms 137:1. It says, by the rivers of Babylon, literally Babylon, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. So this is us mourning. All right, we're remembering, we're repenting, and we've been awoken up in captivity. Okay, in that high level that you knew that you were in slavery, but you never really equated it to captivity until the Holy Spirit was given unto you to see that your life, that your people have lived, is prophetic judgment. And now it puts you in a different mindset when you look around, and then you do see, I'm not free, I am in captivity. But now we're watching and seeing our enemies who have had us in captivity. Now we're watching the chains of judgment slowly coil around the one who has been the cunning serpent oh so long. So the irony, it says, we hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof, for there they that carried us away captive, the Babylonians, the heathens. But now the new Babylonians are the Edomites. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. So you can see the merciless nature, how heathens treated us when they had us in their grasps. So immediately it makes me think about the scene in the 5 Heartbeats, where when the Edomite police pulled over the 5 Heartbeats, they made them put their hands on the hood, and they didn't believe that they were musicians, so they made them sing a song. I got nothing but love, and Jake's all finished and through. And this is what heathens have done, So now with the shoe being on the other foot, it's like, what's wrong? Keep cheering, keep being happy. What, you can't be happy no more? You're not happy seeing this place like this? You don't like what you're seeing? But this was the same energy that was reciprocated upon us at one point in time. Okay, so the party is over, and we're not here to boo-hoo. And we've been weeping, we've been mourning, we've been crying and sighing and saying this place is terrible. The food is poison. This is happening. What, we can't have children, we can't, and we're supposed to be smiling, have fun, be appreciative. And what was one of the biggest things that Esau would reply back when you said all these things that are terrible, that are not conducive for people and how to run a society? Well, if you don't like it, you can leave. Yeah. Well, now you can't leave. Isn't that what my man Sonny said? Because the party's over and the doors are locked, and now you got to deal with the judgment that's been prophesied upon you. You wanted to live lavish and lustful, be folly and have fun. Well, now the party's over. Now the party's over, and now all you got left is Wi-Fi. Okay. All you got left is the internet. All right. All you're going to have left is some technology that he's going to force inside you, so you can keep going around waiting in line to wait for another Christmas and buy oodles and noodles. That's what he's about to give you, So I had looked this up again. And then I guess they said some Walmarts are closing. It says 20 Walmart stores in 2023. The company cited poor performance, thefts, That's another thing. Okay, Macy's closed 150. Let's see what else we got in here. Best Buy, more than 20. Best Buy was the number one spot when I was growing up, and I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the late 1900s. So look at these places, all these moguls, okay? Family Dollar. You knew it was through, damn, 600. And then where's all this product going to? Okay, because you got to think, where's this product going? Okay, when they close these stores down, when they close in particular places down, where's all that product going? Do they just sell it off? Where is it going? Those are things you want to say, I wonder where. And you knew it was over when they turned the dollar store into the $1.25 store. That's when you knew it was really over. There goes J.C. Penney, the Children's Place. I'm just looking through. Okay, see what else we got. So now going back to this angle, I want to pull something out here. So even in our hell and our captivity, they still required of us a song. Well, guess what? Prophecy says that the daughters of music will be brought low. Okay, so your music is being brought low. You forced us to sing. You forced us to dance. You forced all these things upon us for your happy, for your mirth, for your enjoyment. Right? 12 years a slave, wake them up in the middle of the night. You're drunk. You want to make them dance, do whatever you want. And that's what Esau's done. Esau has literally done whatever he wanted to do unto us as a people. And now as we see him fallen, he has the audacity to look at you in a sense that you should have mercy on him. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. But he single-handedly made us question the creator. Now, we weren't walking around bugged out like we don't believe in God, but at the same time, he force-fed public schooling down your throat, and a part of that was the Big Bang Theory or evolution. So now it comes into question who really is the creator, and then he even puts himself on a level that he could be God. Then he shows himself that he's God. And this is what Apostle Paul was telling the brothers in the region of Thessalonica in the book of Thessalonians. Okay, but now we know who our creator is. And because we're Israelites, we've always had that zeal. But now through the Ruach HaKodesh, we also have knowledge. So now we are not destroyed. Everyone else around us does not have explanations why this has happened, what's going to come from this, and what's going to come from this because it's happened. See? We are in a time where nobody really has the answers. Look, and it actually says that. Remember now the creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So there are evil days that are approaching, okay? And then with these retail stores, there's a lot of supplies that he's whisking away, okay? Now, Walmart, I'm not sure if any of these are super centers, but Walmart itself is the public market now for people. Okay, he's single-handedly taken away, the mom and pop stores and has given you monopolized corporations of places that we all got to go to. Okay, I'm sure if there was 10 of us in a room, about 7 to 8 of us will have the same dish set, cups, silverware, even furniture. So everything is just becoming cookie cut. Okay, it's like cookie cut. Like you brothers, wherever city or state you're in, you may have not left. But I tell you what, if you leave, you're going to literally see your city just in another state. There's just going to be another McDonald's. There's going to be just another beach. It's going to be another stop sign. It's going to be the same thing wherever you go. Okay. And the party is over. All right. Adon Ratazah, this is their last New Year. And they're going to go hard for it because the people, they're so in such gross darkness, but they still are spirits. So these people are programmed to continue to believe, continue to party. And when it hits hard, there are going to be some statements of, I knew it. But they weren't set up to stop the rat race. They weren't set up to stop and say, wait a minute. Are we, now you got some people questioning, you got some people on TikTok, they're like, I feel it. I feel like the world's ending, but they don't have the answers. They don't have access to the prophets. They don't have the avenue of truth that can enlighten them to what's going on and why it's going on. All they have is just a spirit to say something's wrong. Okay. And something is wrong, but what's wrong is what's getting ready to be made right. Okay. Babylon is wrong and prophecy is going to make it right. Okay. Now going back, it says, while the evil days come not, which the evil days is also coinciding with Jacob's trouble. And it says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So this is what's getting ready to happen to people, is they're not going to have pleasure no more in Babylon. No more warm showers, no more just getting your coffee and driving and convenience and Wi-Fi and sitting on the couch having your mocha, your latte. They just recalled cinnamon, so you can't have your pumpkin latte no more. You can't sit on your feet and, I feel good. The whole world's crashing and burning, but there's a spirit of selfishness that America has produced upon its people. So as long as you're good in your living room and your bank account, nothing else is a problem. But now what's going on out in the world that's a problem is now starting to attach itself to you. Average everyday living is being affected. And this is what they're gonna have to get used to. Like we had to get used to captivity. We have to get used to bitter. We had to take the low. We had to be humbled. We had to accept we are yet this day in our captivity. We had to accept we had to accept holes in our bags. Okay, our people being finished, curses upon us, smitten with madness, women being hoes and harlots, and the sons and fathers and brothers are shot, murdered, and killed in the street. We had to deal with that. Okay. We had to, what they say, bite the bullet, swallow the pill. So now it's your turn, man. Now you got to deal it. Now you got to feel it. The party's over, man. They put that little stupid ass cornet hat in their head and they blow. It's over. The mistletoe, it's over. Okay, yeah, you can emphasize missile in the mistletoe. It says, verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened. And that's also wit too, but the days of the Lord is darkness and not light. It says, nor the clouds return after rain. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the money exchangers. One thing also you have to pay attention to is the trickle effect or the snowball effect pertaining to buying and selling or commerce. So when you have tariffs going out and then you have a higher price put upon importing goods, what that's going to cause is a recession because people already can't afford the average everyday living of Babylon. You go out and got to spend 15 to 20 bucks on a burger, so you're not getting that same woo-ness, that you got before, because now, the minute you hear the price, you get a little sober, so now you're going to start seeing a recession taking place because people are not being able to afford the party plans. They're not able to keep buying the party favors. So now there's going to be a recession. And then if there's a recession, what that's also going to lead to is a crashing of the stock market, because no one's going to buy into a stock if no one's buying that product to keep that stock at a valuable rate. And then you could also see people that corner the market, the insiders, they're going to start selling their stocks. Then that's going to cause other people, just like a bank run, to get afraid, just like with the toilet paper. So everything's about to be a chain reaction. Everything's getting ready to happen in a very quick fashion. Okay. And they're going to start seeing their world of pleasure crumble right around them. So it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. What they say, I'm grinding, but the grinding ceasing. Okay. Look at this. October 24th, 2024, more than 2,000 stores are closing across the U.S. in 2024. Why? What's going on? What happened? And then when you go up and look at one, let me go to show less. I believe one said poor performance. Let me see. The company cited poor performance and theft issues. Well, another thing too, outside of the plans of theft, because I remember Elder Apostle Ramla making mention how, because the lawmakers did, they also heighten the amount of money that of product that you can steal before it's a felony. So they literally caused order out of chaos. Okay. They caused people to have no problem stealing. But I also want to add within that, with people struggling, not having work, not being able to feed their family, there's also other instruments that are being used to put people in the spirit like, man, F that, I'm taking that. I need to eat. We need to feed. I need diapers. I need this, things of that nature. So all these things combined into one. And now what you have is a general public of people eating themselves. That's what you have. Okay. You have the general public of people eating itself from within. All right. And going back to that movie, Leave the World Behind, that was one thing, because they had a 3-step process how it could destroy Babylon from within. Let me actually see if I can show you that real quick. The 3 steps to destroy America from within. Let's just see. Let's just see what comes up, and then I'm going to put Leave the World Behind. Oh, look at this. They got so okay. And then I'm gonna do this. Leave the world behind. Real quick. Let me see. Yeah, breaking down. See, look, breaking down GH disaster theory and Leave the World Behind. The 3 stages: destabilization, maneuver of isolation, synchronized chaos, and natural civil war. See? So even in this movie, they broke it down how they would get people to turn on themselves. So one of the steps is a cyber attack, which you have things of that going on now with water and other things, and then isolate the people, all pestilence, 6 feet. Then you get all, you get stir crazy. Okay, look, isolate people with power and satellite outages. Then they don't got no power. Not only who's doing this, who's doing what, and then you got to think. Then you sprinkle a little bit of demons. Okay, come on, brothers. We battle this. We war against the principalities. We fight against the demons and Satan. So you already know how demons work. They start messing with the mind. They start making people believe things that ain't true. And now you're gonna have people start fighting each other. They're gonna start assuming. You get your hands off that. You trying to steal whatever they got left. So these people are going to eat themselves alive. Okay, the party's over. And just like any stereotypical Jake party, it always ends with gunshots, bloodshed, and crying. Watch. These people about to experience a nigga party, excuse my language, but they about to crash out. Okay. You're not just going to see all the tears and cuffs and mourning upon Jake. These other nations here in Babylon are going to feel it too. The party is over. This is the last call. Now, where are we at? Oh, we got to get Isaiah. Let me see if I finish this. It says, Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few. We also got to think about how many American citizens are going to be drafted in the next world's woe, because the military was also rated as weak. So now Babylon is going to have to put itself on a very a dominant masculine scale when it comes to the world view upon them. Because under the Biden administration specifically, the agenda was to make Babylon look weak. Okay. And remember, Babylon prides itself or models itself and its military based off the book Art of War by, I believe, Sun Tzu. And one of his statements is, when thou art strong, appear weak. So Babylon wants to appear weak to the other worlds. Okay. But Babylon doesn't know that it's going to be destroyed in the next world's war. Now it says, and those that look out the windows be darkened. So these people don't know what's going on. Going back to that movie, they got isolated. The power was out. Is it China? Is it Russia? Is it Korea? Is it the corner store? Like, who is it? What people is doing this to us? And because they've lived their life in such a party mode, okay, that they are uneducated and misinformed with the reality of the world we live in. Now, there's an in particular meme. Let me look this up. It's funny as hell. I know you brothers know it, but it just I saw it in my mind. So let me look this up. It's party meme conspiracy. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if something comes up. I want to show you. Not this one, but it shows the people. They're all at a party and they're looking at you weird when you're the only woke one in the room, as they would say. Let me put let me see. I just want to see it. Conspiracy. Yeah, let me see. Conspiracy meme. Let's do conspiracy party meme. Just real quick. I won't stand it long. Okay, so I don't know why the hell this is coming up. So it's not coming up. I know you brothers know what I'm talking about, but there's a meme where it's all these people at the party and their faces are looking all screwed. Like, what are you talking about? It says like, when you're the only one that knows at the party. One woke at a party. Let's try that. If I can't get it, I'm good. Okay, so I don't see it. It's fine. I'll do. It just came to mind. So, but I know you brothers know what I'm talking about. There's an in particular meme where it's like when you the only one that knows and everyone else is just wants to party. And that's what these people are. They're all sitting back, laughing and having fun, being carefree. Okay, not realizing that this thing is on a countdown. While they're wanting to count down for the new year, we are on the countdown prophetically for a new age. All right, the scriptures say that Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning. So, Adon Ratazah, this is his last year. Okay, and as Elder Yashwamba says, 2025 is going to be live. So, we're excited to see, what transpires prophetically pertaining to the downfall of this place, because we can see everything lined up. If this was a gambling game, right now prophecy is holding a full deck, man. Okay, it's got a full house. It's ready to drop on them. So don't bet on Babylon. Okay, all these people that bet on Babylon, yes, you have been so-called winning, but now it's time for the house to win. What did my man say in Casino? Al Pacino, he said, at the end of the day, the house always wins. Let's snag that real quick. Casino quote at the end of the day, the house always wins. The house always wins. Real quick. Right here. Yep, right here. Look at this. This is what Babylon has done to the people. But they don't realize that this was all set up and orchestrated by Yahweh Shemel Shai. In the casino, the cardinal rule is to keep them playing and to keep them coming back. Right. This is what he's done. You Americans, they go to a strip club and think the woman really likes them. No, she just wants your money. This is what Babylon does to you. It makes you think it wants you. Hey, John, we miss you. You brothers ever notice when you go out, you have there's a cashier and there's a silence, and in between both of you is a machine, and you got to tell the machine if you're satisfied, if you want cash back, if you want your receipt. When you really look at it, like, these people have no idea. This place is literally, you have machines saying thank you to you. It says to keep them playing and to keep them coming back. The longer they play, the more they lose, and in the end, we get it all. See? That's it. In the end, they get it all. And the elites use this against the people. And this is why a majority of these people that are, when the hour of temptation comes, they're going to give in, because they're going to stretch these people thin. Okay. Yes, the scriptures speak about a famine, but how is he going to tempt the world? How is he going to tempt the people? Because in positions of, civil unrest, state of emergencies, situations that pertain to the safety of the country, they lock down. And they take away goods. You better go look up what the FEMA has rights to do. Do you know FEMA has the rights to take away a prepper's goods to feed the rest of the neighborhood? Oh, man, these people are about to implode on each other. Now, let me get this. This is Isaiah 24, and we could start at 1, but I just want to get to the point. Isaiah 24 and 5, it says the earth. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So why they've been partying, why they've been playing, this whole land, okay, this earth has become defiled under its ideology, under its wine, his inventions, plastics everywhere. Lewdness is at an all-time high. Whoreness is just accepted. Your children are under attack, and all those things, are just okay. Excuse me, all those things, are just okay. And we're just supposed to sit here and accept the fact that we're living in hell on earth in a satanic queendom. And we're just supposed to be happy because we're getting $200 when we pass go. We're content, but this isn't what we want to live a life within. No, we want to leave. We want to see this place go. We want to be freed. Your enemies just partying in front of you, frolicking around, being lewd, winning, so-called. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So right here, when Christians talk about the laws are done away with, well, then that's when you tell them, well, this is why the earth is defiled. Okay. On a small scale, as a tidbit, a little faint jab, that's what you could say to a Christian. Well, you Christians are the reason the earth is defiled, which we know it's not. We know it's the global elites, but in the aspect of, not using the blame game, but showing their logic how that is idiotic to state when the laws bring order, and because they've transgressed in the laws, this is why we see chaos. And it says, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. And that curse is coming. Okay. And that curse is going to be through a third world's woe prophetically. But before the third world's woe, ultimate destruction of Babylon, there is a major, 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 major prophecy that we are all watching and waiting to be fulfilled. And that is the MOTB. So you're seeing right now the party being over. Okay, problems are arising, and what he's doing is causing order out of this chaos so he can come in and show you this superhero. Okay, that's what Esau does. He'll set a house on fire just so he can use his fire truck, you know. But all he's doing is just fulfilling the will of the Lord. Okay, it says, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And this is going to be from the ultimate destruction. Now, here's the point I want. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry hearted do sigh. That's how they're going to be, brothers. You know, people are ugly when they cry. People going ugly. You got to deal with it, man. Okay? We done had the snot bubbles too, man. All right? We done had to take the load. We had to overcome embarrassment. We had to deal with it. These people got to deal with it now. All right? Come on, man. You can't just always get one and can't get the other. You got to deal with this now. Man up. You need to man up to this. These people need to man up to this. Haven't you had enough? Haven't you got your fill? No, because as the king is, so is the people, and the king has more than heart could wish. The mirth of Tabret ceaseth. Look immediately, NFL, NBA, you know. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. No more the drunken, the overweight, the partying, the face paint, and ooh, ooh, ooh. None of that, okay? We are living in a very different time. The party is over. The party's over. And why are all these retail stores closing? Where's the money at? Where's the money going? Where's the money going? See? These people can't, they are dealing with it the best way they can. Oh, and also, they're drinking now more than ever. But what's going to happen? Let me see. What's going to happen as things increase? How are these people going to react? Now, real quick, let me see. People are drinking more alcohol now than during the Civil War. Excuse me, Civil War. My typing is terrible. Let's go right here. Let's see what AI says. According to recent studies, Americans are currently drinking roughly the same amount of alcohol as they did during a civil war. And isn't a civil war on the horizon? Doesn't Isaiah 19 tell us that there will be Egyptian against the Egyptian? So they're drinking more and more and more now than ever. So what happens if there's a shortage of booze or cigarettes or any little pleasure pill, you know, whatever they like to involve themselves in so that they can keep turning away from reality? What happens when they got to go on a detox? What's going to happen when they're going to have to go on a sobriety, you know, and they're going to have to really deal with it? You're going to see how these people really are and how they really react. Okay. Right now, everyone's putting on a plastic smile. Everyone's able to front. They're not going to be able to front in Jacob's trouble. It says, they shall not drink. Oh, look, see, they shall not drink wine with a song. What song they going to drink to? If they are having a drink, what song they going to drink to? Huh? Cardi B? Huh? Lil Nas? What they going to drink to? The old girl that messed up the national anthem. And you got to think about Esau Edom. He's very a proud individual. The culture that he's been given has been prophetically marketed unto him according to what you would call patriotism. And that's found in Revelations, the 13th chapter, summed up within the image of this system. So what's he going to start doing because he sees his quote unquote country going down? He's not with this woke shit. This is why they all ran to Trump. Okay. So what's going to start happening with these people, man? You're going to start seeing Esau lash out. And you're going to have, don't racist. All right. It says, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. They need answers. What is it? What is it? Is it aliens? Is it drones? Is it Iran? What's happening? Is it a pestilence? What's happening? I don't know. Do I get it? What do I do? This is why wisdom and knowledge will be our stability. These people don't know what's going on or what to do when it happens. Look at them. You know, they're just running in a circle fast, going nowhere quickly. And they just smile. They put on the front. They fake. Yeah, okay. All right. All joy is darkened. No more smiles, no more laughs, no more fun, you know? And Esau is a beast man, okay? You're going to see him resort back to this very base appearance. You know, he's going to grunt, you know? He ain't got no problem being a cannibal, you know? He ain't got no problem ditching loved ones. Don't get me wrong. Esau will also go to war for his, but Esau has and the women too. When I say Esau, I mean men and women, men first, but they got that spirit on them about survival. They got like a rat nature mentality, you know, whatever they do, whatever they can do to survive. Remember the woman in the road? She left her man and her child. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. What do we do? Where's Trump? Come on, where's Kamala been? Okay, where's Kamala been? Okay, y'all was all eating that Kamala cookie until it crumbled. Now what? Now you quiet again. See, sheeple. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. It's gone. Party City's gone. It's all gone. See, Party City is going out of business. Hey, Babylon, the party's over. Okay, the party is over. Now it's time to accept the judgment that has been written. Okay. And I believe that's all the points that I wanted. It says, in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. That's all y'all got left. All this place got left is the last blow of fireworks, which will come through the Third World War. All right. And the Third World War and the destruction of Babylon will commence our Independence Day, you know, when we're going to be freed, delivered out of this place, because they've been partying, playing, laughing, having a good time. You know, what's that say? They that laugh now shall mourn, you know? So it's about to be a complete role reversal. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I just saw this earlier today, and immediately I thought about the party of Babylon is over. Took it as an omen, took it as a sign, you know, and then you got over 2,000 more stores closing. So this is going to be bringing a scarcity. And then you got theft, you got crime. So then what's that going to lead to? It's going to lead to a more difficult position of buying goods, okay? How to get goods, how are they tracking goods, how are they going to protect them? All right, so they're going to start rationing more. Remember, during the Second World War, they had something called ration points, where you only were given a certain amount of points, even though you had the money to buy certain items. Watch. This thing is about to get real. The squeeze is about to heighten and tighten, okay? So let me end it there. Just wanted to do that quick lesson. I pray that it was edifying. I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.